What's up, everyone? Welcome back to another episode of Bracket Bitches. I'm Josh Mabry, alongside the lovely Soul. How we doing this evening?
Doing good. Ready to talk some NWSL.
Yeah, except my favorite team's not in it, but I do have my 1B. I do have my pivot, and we will see that in a second. With that, but yes, so I'll kind of break down real quick before we get to the past week that was. As far as for those who might be new to NWSL, because they are growing, how is this tournament structure, and is it going to get bigger in the future on those type of things?
This is way less complicated than the MLS. It is literally the top 8 teams. It's 8 seeds. 1 plays the 8, 2 plays the 7, so on and so forth. Normal playoff bracket.
Right. One and done? Is it best of 3?
One and done.
One and done. Okay. That's pretty easy and quick to keep up with. Hopefully we might get to super complicated MLS stuff, because I'm still kind of trying to figure that out.
That one is just like, you know what? Let's just have a best of 3, but only in one of the rounds, and then every other round is single elimination.
Yeah. It's like, I don't know, baseball, I'm still trying to figure out. It's like best of 3, best of 5, best of 7, best of 7. It's always weird there. All right, well, let's move on. We have the decision day. Obviously, we have our bracket. And some records were broken. Okay. Casey Current broke the record for the most goals in NWSL regular season for a team with 57 goals total. 20 of those goals came from our big time. She's probably won the Golden Boot, right? Timwa?
She got the Golden Boot. Yeah, Timwa Chawinga. And she currently right now holds the record for most goals in regular season. So originally it was Sam Kerr with 19. She beat it with 20 goals. She's also scored against every other team but her own. So she's one of those that gets to have that little check mark of, I scored on everyone.
Yeah. But speaking about scoring goals, we had some scores. So kind of break down what we got with that. So.
Well, I wanted to highlight a little bit of some American scoring goals on Decision Day, just to get our American juices flowing. You know, we want to celebrate America, even if sometimes it's hard to celebrate America. So let's celebrate some awesome Americans. We got Yasmin Ryan. She scores the first goal in Gotham FC's 4-1 win over Utah. And it looks like I didn't make this a link, so you might not have that. But I just made it a link now.
Okay, well, give me a second here. Let me get that.
We're live, baby. We are live. Yeah. Another record, too, that was broken, just while Josh pulls that up, is Bay FC holds the record for the most wins by an expansion team in its inaugural regular season with 11. So congratulations to Bay FC, and then also making the playoffs in your inaugural season. That's always a good thing, something that you hope for.
Yeah. Well, congratulations, shout out to that. But here we are. Here's our goal.
Still scoreless, 15th minute. Final regular season match for these two teams to start off the final weekend of regular season play. And another giveaway. Can Gotham take advantage this time? Yes! Into the net it goes! Yes! Ryan, fresh off U.S. national team debut, takes the gift that was given.
Sometimes you just gotta be in the right place at the right time, and then just shoot that ball into the goal.
Yeah, she had a goal at her last international, right, for the national team, didn't she? Was she the one that had her first goal, or was it 2 games ago?
Emily Sears.
Okay.
Yeah, or Emma Sears. She was one of the Emmas.
Okay.
There were a lot of them in this last camp. The next one, Tushka's not here to talk about her. Sophia Smith scored the goal, second goal in Portland Thorns' 3-0 win over Angel City.
All right, I get to give her flowers.
Final next week.
Great pressure.
Coffey took it away. Spots Smith. Acres of space. Sophia Smith!
That'll do it.
Final.
And we're going to go a little bit away from American scoring goal, because we got to honor one of the GOATs. This was also Christine Sinclair's last regular season game, and she scored the first goal in this match. So let's watch a Canadian scoring a goal.
Yeah, it's not on ice. It's on grass.
Smith turning on Gordon. Smith slows all the way across. Falls. Sinclair! Sinclair!
Let's kick the ball.
It had to be one more time.
Her last regular season goal of her career. And we also got a video. We got Sophia and Sinclair after the match just being really, really cute.
I mean, there's not a lot of words. Sink has mentored me in so many ways. I don't even think she knows it.
Look what you did.
Sorry. It's okay.
She's the best for a reason, and she is Portland, and it's not going to be the same. I'm not like dying.
Well, I guess I got to give you one, Tush, because Sophia does have a heart. I was kidding, just kidding. Okay, it's into the bit. No, that was beautiful. That was a beautiful touch point.
But with this win, Portland did clinch playoffs. It was kind of, people were like, is Portland going to make it, or is Racing Louisville going to make it? I'm sorry, Josh. Portland was able to.
When I saw this on the docket, I'm like, my technology just didn't work. Like, we can't see it. But I mean, we still get to look at Louisville's awesome stadium. That should be an MLS stadium, not just an NWSL stadium. But no, Cincinnati.
The last game, this is Jaden Shaw scoring the first goal in San Diego Waves 3-1 win. Both these teams are not going to the playoffs.
Yeah.
From the home side, playing away from home. That's a great delivery, and all the way in. A goal just after 2 minutes. The deadlock is broken, and it's San Diego Wave who have the lead. Right start.
So there you go.
Yeah, it's a really nice stadium with some. They have box suites and stuff, as you see in the lower bowl there.
I think they were playing at San Diego, not because in soccer it's the opposite of every other sport. The first team is the home team.
I mean, it had the Racing Till I Die and stuff behind it, so that's why.
So they might have played there. Oh, I wasn't recognizing that.
Yeah, so
that's weird. If San Diego was the home team, but in Louisville.
Yeah, the only reason is because we were watching the international team when they played at Louisville. The polls and how the seats look like that. So that's what I was doing.
The more you know.
Yeah, Starwhite.
Starwhite. But you ready to go over our brackets and why we chose what we chose?
Yeah.
All right, we're gonna start off here. This is Josh's picks. Josh, why did you choose what you choose?
Because Washington has the spirit and the player known as Trinity Rodman. The Holy Trinity, as some would call her. But, that's what I'm seeing. Not me. It's not quoted by me. Just saying. So, yeah, that's why I have Washington going, because they have the best player. That's right. I said it. She's the best player. And then Portland, I want to see Trinity and Sophia, because then it's either going to be either I shut up or Tushka shuts up. It's going to be one or the other. So I want to see that. Plus, you want Sink to have a decent run in her last season. So with that too, and then KC, they literally do have the best goal scorer in the league. So that's why I got KC going. And then Orlando, just because I know you don't like Orlando. So
I don't like Orlando on the men's side. I don't hate Orlando Pride because Marta plays for them, so you can't really hate the Orlando Pride. I'm not actively rooting for Orlando, but I don't hate them in the way that I hate Orlando City.
Yeah. So, but yeah, that's why I went with what I went with.
I mean,
and Marta helps
smart.
too.
Yeah, pretty smart. Before going over to mine, literally for me, it was so hard doing this because I think any team on this bracket, other than the Chicago Red Stars or Bay FC, can win. Has a really strong possibility of winning. And that's not because Chicago or Bay FC are bad teams. They're just not as good as the rest of the teams. But we will be going over. This is my bracket. I had Orlando beating the Red Stars. I think that's one of the more sure things there. KC, North Carolina, that's going to be a very interesting game. But again, as you said it, they have the best goal scorer in the league.
Yeah.
And Washington Spirit, I was just like, you got Trinity, you got I don't know if Corey Bethune is back from injury. I don't think so. But you also got Casey Kruger. You got so many good players on the team. They were second in the league for a reason. They also got the power of magic behind them.
Mm-hmm.
So
he knows their chance. He knows their chance now.
And then it could be an upset with Portland and New York. But New York, New Jersey has beaten them. I think most of the times that they've played. I think Portland won one of the games.
So Portland's due, is what you're telling me.
But Gotham just has way too much talent. So much talent. And I just feel like they're going to get a two-peat. I think they're just going to, if not get a two-peat, they're going to make it to the final. I just have that feeling. Gotcha. I chose Orlando because they're the Shield winners. I was like, they should get to the final. That would be good for them. KC very easily could get to the final, though. They really could. And also, the final's being played in Kansas City. So, unlike MLS, NWSL does what football does, the NFL does. They pick a place for the final, and then whatever two teams get to the final, they got to go to that place, and it's a neutral zone.
Gotcha.
So they're playing in Kansas City this year.
Yeah. And again, repeat that again. So the final is neutral. Everyone else is at home, or does the bigger seed get the home game?
The higher seed gets the home game.
Okay.
Yeah. So Orlando versus Chicago, that's going to be played in Orlando. KC versus North Carolina, that's being played in KC. Washington Spirit versus Bay, that's going to be played in DC. New York, New Jersey, Gotham versus Portland, that's going to be played at Red Bull Arena in New Jersey.
Okay. So, and it all depends on who wins and how the bracket shapes out of who gets the home games going forward. Okay. Yep.
So just like football.
Just like football, except for the Super Bowl.
Yep.
So, got that.
So those are our picks. If you want to join us, we got our Discord down below. You have until tomorrow at 7:30 p.m. Eastern to put in a bracket, and you can join us in all of the fun, just like what we're doing over on the men's side, where MLS, they're in their more confusing playoff situation.
Oh, no, it was the Red Bulls won.
So we got brackets over there. We got our Patreon and Discord users participating with us. You don't have to be a Patreon member to participate. You just got to be on the Discord. But if you would like to be a Patreon member, you can always join us at RecusEV on Patreon and all the socials and all the things. It'll all be at RecusEV. But Josh, do you have anything else to say?
All I'm saying is it's always fun doing these shows. The graphics you always makes it easier to read, except when it comes to national flags. That's when it really becomes a history lesson and makes me realize I didn't pay totally attention in social studies and stuff like that. But there's a lot of countries, so whatever.
When we were doing the Euros.
Yeah, when we were doing the Euros, that was tough sledding. Didn't realize Georgia had that many crosses. But anyway. But yes, and then don't touch that dial after the show. Just stick around for about 45 minutes or 30 minutes or so, and Justin and I will be doing Ruckus Wrestling to go over everything, the fallout of Crown Jewel, which we really don't care for, but it is what it is. It's a wrestling event, and as doing a wrestling show, we got to talk about it. And then the Bloodline Civil War with the War Games, all that fun stuff is going on there. So here in a little bit, And then on Mondays, Tushka and I break down fantasy, all things in fantasy sports. Obviously, as Sol alluded to, Sunday we'll be giving you updates on where we're sitting with the brackets. And then Tuesdays, I sit down with my buddies. We play some Vichy games and argue with each other about armor and stuff. Yeah, it's kind of a thing. And then on Wednesdays, you'll see our faces again as we break down not just what's going on in the MLS and NWSL, but everything else going on in sports. College basketball just tipped off this week. So we'll kind of see as the dust settles, because right now they're playing a bunch of no-no teams. So there's really not a whole lot to report. There was, I guess,
unless someone dunks on them hoes, we probably won't talk about it for a while.
Well, in the Baylor Gonzaga game, Gonzaga destroyed them, but there's a bad poster. That dude he's the coach's son. They're like, why? Why did you do that? It was nasty. But we'll show that next week.
So yeah, continue following us. We love all of the love. We thank you for 100 followers. Like, we haven't said that in a while, but we're at 115. It's crazy. So help us get to 150 and then to 200, and so on and so forth. Let's grow this community where we can have a lot of fun with all the different sports, because we might not know fully about every sport, but we do like to have a lot of fun and try to learn about it, and let us know what you want us to cover as well.
Yeah.
So see you next time.
Peace.
Bye. Gotta click the thing.
Woo! Clicking shit.